WW3 panic spreads across social media as a senior US general issues a shocking warning about Russia's aggressive moves in a small corner of Europe that could trigger the continent's greatest conflict in over 70 years. The flashpoint? Kaliningrad, a heavily militarized Russian enclave, while sandwiched between NATO allies Poland and Lithuania, completely cut off from mainland Russia. Speaking to international journalists, the general described how Russian military activities have escalated, putting NATO on red alert, where every miscalculation could spiral into wider conflict. To understand why this matters, we need to look at Kaliningrad's unique position, home to nearly 1 million Russians. It controls crucial Baltic Sea shipping lanes and sits at the heart of NATO territory. For decades, it's been Russia's westernmost military outpost, but recent changes have NATO commanders deeply concerned. In recent months, Moscow has dramatically increased militarization of the enclave. New missile batteries, armored divisions, and air defense systems have been deployed. The general warned specifically about reinforced S-400 missile systems installed in Kaliningrad. These systems now cover vast areas of NATO territory, creating what he called a bubble of strategic denial. Even more alarming, Arctic-trained Russian units have been deployed to the region, including elements trained in amphibious assault and rapid deployment operations. Cross-border airspace violations have increased sharply over the past 6 months. NATO radar systems have tracked numerous incursions into Lithuanian and Polish airspace. Satellite surveillance has also detected increased electronic intelligence gathering, with platforms monitoring NATO ship movements and communications in near real time. The general called for immediate reinforcement of Baltic air defenses and forward deployment of F-35 squadrons. He demanded advanced missile defense systems along NATO's eastern flank. NATO's Secretary-General announced plans for virtual meetings to review force posture, while Baltic capitals welcomed validation of their persistent appeals for more support. In response to Russian snap drills, NATO has accelerated joint training exercises, with increased operations planned across Poland, Lithuania, Estonia, and Finland. The general invoked historical parallels to 1914 and 1941, warning of flashpoints that started world wars. But today's weapons make the stakes infinitely higher. Public reaction was swift, with WW3 panic trending across social media platforms. While some welcomed the warning, protest movements criticized escalation rhetoric. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers revived discussions about defense funding and European reassurance. Meanwhile, Russian state media dismissed the warning as alarmist propaganda. Quietly, local governments around the Baltic have accelerated civil defense preparations. Emergency radio drills, public shelter upgrades, and resilience planning have begun. Every Russian ship passing Kaliningrad is now tracked publicly. Each flight path near Lithuania becomes international news. The situation remains fluid, with Kaliningrad now at the center of NATO-Russia tensions. The pressure on diplomacy and deterrence has never been greater. As the general emphasized, deterrence must be demonstrable strength, not passive threat. The margin for error is negligible. What happens in the coming weeks could define the balance of power in Europe for years to come.